coworker is not hitting it. There we go. So welcome, my friends. I'm sure there's going to be a few more drop-on. This is the last session. I'm excited for it, but at the same time, a little bit sad because this has been my Tuesday afternoons for a month. It's been great. I won't have to move furniture next Tuesday. That's even better, I guess. There is a silver lining. So today we are going to be doing abs and back. So we're going to be doing a lot of the work down on the floor, kind of why I'm sitting on the floor right now. And I figure I'll take you guys through some exercises first. We are going to do, there's 5 of them, which we can add on to and make them tougher. And then we will do a abs and back class for the end of the class, and maybe work off some of the turkey that we ate this weekend if you were fortunate to have turkey. Or maybe you've already hit the Halloween candy, which has already shown up in the stores and is very dangerous because it's at the front door. Okay, so as always, remember to go at your own pace, take breaks as needed, and if you experience faintness, dizziness, pain, or shortness of breath at any time, stop exercising. If you just need to take a little bit of a break, feel free, because we are going to be doing our abs and our back. Just if there's any sharp twinges or anything like that, please stop. Okay, reassess, and then if you feel like you're okay, you can jump back in. If not, then just stop, okay? So if you have a mat or a towel, put it down on the ground. If you want to do that. If you want to work on the floor, that's fine as well. And we'll get started. So we're going to jump right into the exercises. We are going to start off on our back in the crunch position. I will get the mat ready. Usually I trip on this thing. So what we're going to do is we are going to start off right on our back. So feet are flat on the floor, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do the pelvic tilt, which is a great warm-up exercise to do. And when we start doing the class, we will be doing this as well for part of the class. So hands at your side, and we got our back against the mat, knees are bent, feet are flat against the floor. And if you want, you can just place your fingers right here. You should be able to feel that bone. And what you're going to do is you're going to tilt. So it's bringing it towards your nose. It's driving that lower back into the mat. And you should be able to feel that stretch just a little bit. At the same time, bring that belly button down to your spine. It's kind of like sucking in, but you should still be able to breathe. And you should still be able to talk. And we're just going to hold it there. And what we're going to do now is you're going to roll it out. Come back to a neutral position. Again, tilt. Bring that pelvic bone towards your nose. Force that lower back into the mat. And now come back to neutral. So just release. One more time. Tilt. Rolling back. Good. And away. Okay, now we're going to tilt that pelvic bone away. So when you do that, you actually get an arch in that lower back. And now the top of the bone is up towards your knees. Should be able to feel a nice stretch going through that lower back into that tailbone and release. So come back to neutral. And again, tilt away. This is something you can practice on your own. It's actually a great exercise for that pelvic region, just to give yourself a little bit of a stretch as well. And come back to neutral. One more. We're going to tilt away. Give that nice little stretch. Good. And coming back to neutral. Okay. Now that we're all warmed up. That was a little bit of a short warm up, but we're okay. So we're going to take it easy. So basic crunch. Feet are flat on the floor. And place your fingers in behind your ears. The one thing you want to remember is that chin and those eyes are always up on the ceiling. You never want it down against your chest. You want to imagine that there's a tennis ball there that's going to prevent you from doing that. The reason why we want our head, neck, and our eyes up on the ceiling keeps our head, neck, and shoulders in line as well. As soon as you drop that chin down, you're curving your neck, and you're going to end up pulling with your neck as well. And we don't want to pull with our neck. We're not exercising our neck muscles today. We're working on the abs. So if your fingers are in behind your ears, looking straight up the ceiling, you're going to come up, lift up, head, neck, and shoulders, coming down. Slow and curled. Lift up, Chin up towards that ceiling, eyes up towards the ceiling as well, and down, lifting up. This is your basic crunch. So up and down, and you should be feeling that right up here on the top, up and down. Okay, so this is your basic crunch, okay? So your sit-up, which you see the guys do, or you hear all the time, it's time to do some sit-ups. This is your sit-up when you come all the way up to a seated position. This is just your crunch. You're just crunching, okay? If you want to try and do a sit-up, you can bring it all the way up. You have to keep those feet flat on the floor. You pull up, you come all the way up to seated. Fingers are supposed to stay behind the ears. I cheat just a little bit. My shoulder does not like that position. So we come up to the top. This is your sit-up. Like I said, feet should stay flat on the ground. If you're doing this to sit up, you're actually not using those abdominal muscles. You're almost using those quads to pull yourself up. If you want to cheat, you can always tuck your feet just underneath like the ledge of underneath the couch, underneath an ottoman or something that you can fit your toes under. Might help you develop just that range of motion and a little bit of strength, but you are going to feel it here because your legs are helping you pull yourself up. So you can start off with the crunch, you can build up that abdominal strength, and then eventually you can come all the way up to a sit-up and come all the way down, slow and controlled as well. Okay, different variations of the crunch. We have our basic one, looking straight up at the ceiling. Okay, we have a side crunch. So if you want to place your hands, I call these a side crunch. They're actually kind of like heel reaches. So on your back, hands at your side, you're taking your one hand, keeping your head, neck, and shoulders flat on the ground, eyes on that ceiling. You're bringing those fingertips towards that heel, keeping the body on the mat. You can see them kind of moving along the floor here, and you go side to side. And what we're doing, working those obliques. Okay, we're still in that crunch position. I just call it a crunch from the side here. Reaching for those heels. Once again, head, neck, and shoulders on the mat or the floor. Try not to lift them up as you're doing it because now your neck is out of alignment with the rest of your body. You want it to stay there. Reach for those heels. You want to make it easier, always bring your heels in. You want to make it harder, you can bring your heels a little bit further out. You have to reach a little bit more, but only go as far as you're comfortable, okay? Okay, side crunch, cross. So taking those fingers back and behind the ears, looking up at that ceiling, we're gonna take our opposite hand and we're gonna lift up head, neck, and shoulders. That hand releases. You're gonna touch your opposite knee. Bring it down, switch, other side. So each time we lift up as that hand touches that opposite knee. You can do the same knee as well. You're still working those abdominal muscles. When you come across, you're just pulling a little bit more at the side. And you can alternate as well. So if you want to do, you can do side, side, cross, cross. Those are all different variations. Okay, and the final one, the fun one, bringing those legs up 90-degree angle. We'll be doing leg lifts a little bit later in the demo. But if you want to do the reverse crunch, hands are at your side. And all you're going to do is you're lifting your hips off the ground, bringing them down nice and slowly. Lift and down. The harder you want to make this exercise harder, you always bring those legs up straight. Do the same thing. You want to try not to roll too much into it because it's just the momentum of your hips and your legs taking you up in there. You just want to be able to lift those hips up off the ground. Okay, that is your reverse crunch. Are we good for crunches? I'm going to take silence as being golden. Okay, so we will, like I said, do those. Make sure my head's on the screen. As part of an exercise. So you just have your basic crunches now. We will do those in an exercise form coming up. So we're going to stay on this thing. So we did the full sit-up, okay? Or we practice it, full sit-up. So from here, what we can do is the V-sit. And the V-sit works a lot of the muscles together because we are forcing ourselves to hold ourselves up. So we're gonna start up. This is how you get into the V-sit, the nice and easy way. Feet are flat on the ground, knees are bent, and you're just going to roll yourself back about halfway so you're in that V position. Hands can be at your side. Try not to hold on to your knees. So what that's doing is it's causing your arms to work to keep that body up. You want to be at the side, not touching, holding. You're going to feel it go through the lower back and feel a little bit on the tummy as well. And once again, head, neck, and shoulders straight. Hold for as long as you're comfortable. If you can get up to 10 seconds, that's great. If not, you can work yourself up further and further each time. And you can bring it down to relax if you'd like. Good. So to come up from this position, it's just that sit-up motion. And you just come up halfway once again, so you're in that V position. Okay, and you can come down, lowering yourself down nice and slowly. Come up halfway, or you can start from full, come down halfway. It's up to you and what you're comfortable with, and you can bring it down. Okay, coming back up to V-sit, whatever way you feel comfortable doing. What we're going to do is we're going to now use our hands at the top. So their palms are facing down, arms are out straight, and we're gonna pulse. So it's just a little bit of a movement, front and back. Okay. It's just a variation on that V-sit. We've now made it just a little bit harder. So this is your pulse. And when you're ready, you can roll yourself down, or you can sit up in a full position. Give yourself a little bit of a rest. Coming up again. So remember, V-sit, one level harder with your pulse. Okay. You can go back to hold. We can pulse again. Get back to hold. And bring it down. Good job. Okay. Coming back up to that V-sit position. We're going to take those arms out in front now. We're going to work the obliques, so the sides. So taking those arms out in front, we're bringing them down, back to center, down, opposite side. Okay. These are called the twists, Russian twists if you want. This is level 1. Okay, and this is where when you get enough strength or you're a little bit more confident, you can hold on to a dumbbell or you can hold on to some sort of weight, and you can use that side to side as well. Just makes it even more harder, and you have some weight training, weight resistance there as well. Good job. Back to center. Bring it down, give yourself a little bit of rest. Okay, we're gonna come back up again. If you wanna make it even harder, you can bring those feet up off the ground and twist side to side. Okay, you can either have them on the ground if you want, and you're not as brave to bring them both up at the same time. Try one at a time as well. And then eventually, with enough strength, you're gonna be able to bring both up, and you're gonna stay in that V-sit position. You can still just do a plain V-sit with your legs up as well. Makes it that much harder, or you have your Russian twist with them up. All right, still in that V-sit position. If you need to come up for a second, feel free to do so. We're gonna go to that V-sit position. Bring those legs up, tap one down, tap the other one down. Tap down, tap down. Okay, and come back up. My IT bands are really, really tight today, so this one really hurts those legs. So down, 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 down. Those are all different variations. Each one's a little bit harder. Okay, so that's how you can switch that up. And we will do a full song on that. Okay, V-sit. Are we good? All right. You guys like to hide behind the camera. You guys are allowed to ask questions. Okay. Everyone's just sitting there eating Thanksgiving leftovers, I think, as you watch me do this. Okay, leg lifts. Someone's got apple pie. All right. So leg lifts. We're going to take those hands. And what you're going to do is you're going to cheat a little bit. So you're just going to place your thumbs underneath your backside. It's going to help you with a little bit of leverage. Legs are straight out. You're lying out on the ground. Head is up towards the ceiling. I know mine's always turned, but I'm just looking at the camera. I don't know why I'm looking there because you guys aren't on the camera, but just project my voice that way. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift those legs up. And we do this one all the time. You don't wanna come up more than 6 inches, and you want to hold. Once again, you should still be able to breathe, and you should still be able to talk. And our legs are up, and we're holding. This is working the lower part of the abdominals. Okay, you can bring them down. Once again, you can bring them up, you can cheat. If you don't need to cheat, hands are at your side, lifting up, heels up off the ground. Try and keep that back flat on the mat. Hold, be able to breathe, and bring them down. These are your leg lifts, okay? So make them harder. You come up to that position where we're holding. Now you can do the flutter kick. Because our legs are in movement, a little bit harder. Okay, we're still kind of holding them up in the air, but now we're moving them. Should still be able to breathe and bring them down. You don't want to be all the way up here with your legs in the air. It's a little bit hard on the IT bands to hold them there, and we're looking for those lower abs. Okay, so we now have the flutter. We can lift both legs up together. So before we do that, you can do a single leg lift, single leg lift, single leg lift down, single leg lift down. Okay, this is your starter before you start lifting both legs up at the same time. Up, up, down, down. If you're finding it really, really difficult to do this, bring one foot up and hold. Okay, and you can always switch to the other side as well. Okay, so now that we've done that, both legs up, both legs down. Both legs up, both legs down. Go up only as far as you're comfortable. Okay, those are your leg lifts. So lifting up and down, once again, lower abs are working. Your legs are helping to stabilize. Good job, and keep your head on the ground. My head comes up. I'm a bad instructor. All right, leg lifts, we did it. Last one we're gonna do is, because our legs are up in the air, I'm gonna call it a leg lift. We're gonna bring it up, 90-degree angle. We've done this one, where we were dropping our heels down. Bringing those arms up, now we're going to do the dead bug. So dead bug involves a couple of steps. So first one, lowering a leg down, bring it back up, alternating. This is your basic dead bug. Okay. Down and up. Now, to get the arms involved, it's opposite arm, opposite leg. So one arm goes down, the other arm goes above your head, other hand is down beside your side with the leg that's down. We bring it up, switch. Okay, now we have a little bit of the upper abs getting targeted because we're moving those arms, but it's still a lower ab exercise and a lower back as well because those legs are up in the air. So down, back, down, back. Good job, friends. All right, and bring it down. Okay, leg lifts in the book and done. All right, everyone's favorite. We're gonna roll it over. Plank. So, a couple ways to start off the plank. You can start off right on your belly. So you want to make sure that you're always in alignment. So taking those elbows, making sure they're in line with those shoulders. So they have to be right underneath those shoulders. The basic level plank, the one that you can practice with, is you come up on those knees, you're on those forearms, elbows directly underneath your shoulders, nice, flat, tabletop back. You shouldn't be up like this. You shouldn't be down like this. It's coming up. So you have something where you can put a plate on your back. It's not going to roll off. Okay, and this plank is a full body exercise. So you're targeting the back, you're targeting the abs, your arms, and your legs get a little bit of a workout in as well. And if you're in this position, you do feel it after a while if you're able to do the full plank. If you're just starting off, you are going to feel it right away. And come down. All right, that's level 1. Level 2 is on those forearms. And we're going to come up to those toes. So you're going to come up, once again, nice straight back. You can place your feet wherever they're going to be comfortable, just as long as the hips and the back line up. Once again, we're not like this. We're not down like this. Nice, flat tabletop. Okay? The wider out you go, it's a little bit harder on those hips. It may seem like it's easier because your base is wider. Okay, you can either go shoulder width or a little bit closer if you want to. If you bring it really, really in so your feet are together, once again, it's a little bit different exercise. Good job. And bring it down. So that's level 2. Level 3. This is my favorite, hands. So once again, making sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. You're going to come up onto those feet. Once again, nice, straight back, no hips up in the air, no sunken down. Feet are about shoulder width apart. You can go out wider if you want. And you just hold. And you want to try and hold for as long as you can. If the first one's only 5 seconds, fine. Next time you try it, maybe you get to 7. That's great too. And you just work your way up until you're up to a position where you're holding. You can hold for 30 seconds. I think the world record right now is like 3 hours. I don't recommend doing that. That's a little bit crazy. I don't know who has time to do that for 3 hours. But you can get up any more than a 2-minute hold. And then it kind of gets a little bit ridiculous. You don't need to be doing that for 2 minutes. Okay, so it's nice, short. And from here, you can change it up as well. So if you find that's getting way too easy, it's always adding a little bit more or making it a little bit harder. So the next step is, if you got this one down, you can always go single arm, and the other arm goes through. Make sure your hips don't rotate, because then you're putting a lot of pressure on that shoulder. Nice straight back, arm comes out to the back, and you hold. And you can do it the other side as well. Okay, now to your plank. High plank, we made it harder by bringing an arm up, okay? You can even do the same thing, you can do one leg. So you can remove a leg. So you're in that plank position, bring one foot up, single leg plank. You can hold. Changes the exercise. Also changes the degree of difficulty as well. Okay. And down. From here, you can do the side plank as well, because I know we haven't really targeted that side yet, except for a couple exercises. Side plank starts off the same way. So we start off on that forearm, making sure elbow directly underneath that shoulder. And for your basic side plank, you can come up on one knee. So you have a nice straight line down your body. And this is your basic side plank. Okay, you should still be able to feel your muscles working. Okay, and once again, try not to be down with your hips on the ground. Try not to be so you're arched. Nice straight line, holding, and bring it down. To come up, bring your other leg out. So now we're going to a level 2. You're coming up. Once again, nice straight line. You want to make sure your hips aren't forward. They're not too far back. Straight line down your body. Bringing that arm up above your head so it's straight. And down. Good job. Level 3 is coming up to that hand, just like the front plank that we were doing, the regular one. Making sure your hand directly underneath your shoulder. Coming up. Bring it up, arm up above your head. Once again, nice straight line down that body. This one's a little bit harder. You are going to feel your shoulder on that one as you build up more strength with the plank and with the side plank, because everyone complains that their shoulders are sore. That means your shoulders are doing a lot of the work. As soon as you gain some strength in that core area and it's ready to stabilize, when you're in that plank, that's when the energy is transferred back and it's not your shoulders doing the work. So make sure you do the side plank on the other side, which we will do in the exercise. So you choose which one you want to do. Level 1, level 2, or level 3. And you're going to lift up. Nice straight line. That's level 1. straight line down your body. And arm up towards the ceiling. If you want a little bit harder, you can do a crunch from this position as well. Okay, good. Planks. Still going back to that front plank. To make it a cardio activity. You can make a plank into a cardio activity. That's awesome. All right, so plank position. This one works better when you're in the high plank position. You're gonna bring those knees towards those wrists. These are called mountain climbers. You can go super fast, or you can keep it slow and controlled. Either way, it just gets the whole body involved. And because you're moving those legs and driving those legs forward, it's gonna get that heart rate up a little bit. You can even go across, so you're diagonal. Or you can go out to the side like you're climbing a building like Spider-Man. Those are the different variations of mountain climbers. The last one you can do involves the hands. So come to that high plank position, you tap your shoulder, no twist in the hip. So try not to rotate with it, because that's when we like to swing our body. It's just lifting your hand, gently tapping that shoulder. Okay, last one, and we're gonna get into some exercises. So coming down on your belly, arms, you're gonna tuck in front. These are called Supermans. And we are going to lift up, arms out to the side, hold, arms and legs up. If you cannot get arms and legs up in the air together, either work with the legs or just work with the upper body. And then eventually, both of them are going to come up together. Go up as far as you're comfortable. Some people can actually lift really, really high in the air. I'm not one of those people. And to the side and down. And that's a great lower back activity. Okay, are we ready? We are going to do some exercises. Not that we haven't been exercising already. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a quick water before. Pretty bad, your instructor's out of breath after doing a few crunches. All right. Okay, so music. We're gonna start off on our back, basic crunch position. I think you guys, it doesn't really matter if the music's too loud because I need to talk over it. Okay, on your back, feet flat on the floor, knees up towards that ceiling. Okay, we're gonna tilt, bringing that pelvic bone towards our nose, force that back, flat against the mat. Hold, belly button in towards your spine, and out, roll it out so it's arching. Top of the crest, point it up toward your knees. Roll it back towards that nose. And roll it away. Crest up. Good job. Back to neutral. Fingers in behind those ears. Looking straight up at that ceiling. Basic crunch. Remember, chin up off your chest. Ready? Here we go. 16. Lifting up and down. Eight more. Last one. Good job. Bring it down. We're going to go across. So taking that one arm, taking that opposite knee, bring it down, and switch. So alternate. Remember, head, neck, and shoulders stay in line. Eyes up on that ceiling. Reach. Try not to bring that knee to your hand. Hand goes to that knee. So you gotta lift. Last one. Basic crunch, lifting up and down, up and down. Keep going. Eight more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Alternate hands to knees. Eight more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good job. All right, hands at your side. Taking that hand to that knee, to that heel. Hold. Back to center. Remember, upper body stays on that mat, and your arm leads towards that heel. Bring it back. We're gonna go quicker, so we're gonna go one side, other side. Last one. Good job. Fingers back and behind those ears. Basic crunch. Ready? Here we go. Lifting up and down. Two more. Last one. And taking it opposite arm, opposite knee. Good job. Staying on one side. Reach. Alternate. And bring it across. Good job. Exhale. Legs in straight, arms up above your head. Give yourself a little bit of a stretch. So reach as far as you can. Good job. All right, bringing those feet flat on the floor again. Knees are bent. We're going to go into our V-sit. So hands on your side. Here we go. Roll it up if you can. So remember, if you want, you can start at this position. Roll it back. We're going to hold. 4, 3, 2, lower it down. All right, and up. Hold. And down. Up again. Roll it up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, bring it down. Last one, and up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms out in front. Twist. Back to center. Hold. And pulse. Good job. Bring it down. All right. Hands at your side. Back to those V-sits and holds. Okay, here we go. Roll it up. Hold. And down. Good job. Bring it up again. Roll. Hold. And down. Up again. Roll. Hold. Hands out in front. Twisting side to side. Back to center. Pulse. Small movements. Back to hold. Good job. Roll it back. All right, taking those hands. You're gonna go underneath that backside, legs out straight, and ready, lifting up, hold. And bring it down, heels touching the ground. And we're gonna bring them up again, hold, flutter kick. Bring it down. Up again, hold, flutter kick. And down. Good job. All right, leg lifts, both of them or single. So here's your choice again, single, single, and down, or double. Here we go, lifting up, hold, and down. Hold, up, hold, and down. Hold, up, hold, and down. Up, hold, and down. Up, hold, and down. Good job. Bringing those legs up. 90-degree ankle. Hands at your side, or you can tuck them under your backside, your choice. And we're going to lower one leg down. Bring it up. Switch. 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 Good job. Keep going. Last one. Bring them up and down. Okay, back to those leg lifts. Get a little bit of leverage. Get those hands set up. Here we go. Lifting up. Hold. And down. Up. Hold. And down. Up. Hold. And down. Good job. You're bring those legs up. And you're just bring them into your chest. Give your lower back a little bit of a stretch. Good job. All right. And bring it down. Okay, next song. We're just gonna do some planks. Because planks are so much fun. Okay, getting set. Your choice, which kind of plank you want to do. If you want to be on those forearms, on those knees, forearms and toes, or hands and toes. But we're going to lift up. So remember, nice, flat back. And hold. Hands underneath those shoulders. Hold for as long as you can. Good job. Bring it down, knees on the ground. We're gonna go over onto our side. Side plank. So once again, you can be on that knee, or you can be on two legs, or up on that hand. It's up to you. And here we go. Lifting up. This is your basic one. On that knee, arm up, and elbow underneath that shoulder. Hold. Good job. Bring it down. Flip it back onto that front. Plank position. Lifting up. Hold. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it down. Other side. Side plank. Your choice which level you want to be on. And ready, lifting up. Good job, and down. Back onto your front. Plank position, bring it up. Hold. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it down. On that belly. Bring those hands in front. You're gonna do some Supermans. Lifting up and hold. So remember, if you can't get upper and lower body up, choose one, either lower or upper body, and lift. And down. Up again. Hold. Good job. And down. Plank position, lifting up. Whatever you choose. If you want to try a swing into a side plank, it's moving that forearm in a direction, making sure your hand is pointing forward. Coming back to center. Plank. Swing it to the other side if you can. Side plank. Hold. I'm gonna turn around so I can see you guys. Good job. Bring it down. Back to that Superman position. All right, and lifting up. Fly. Hold. And down. Up again. Hold. And down. Last one. Lifting up. Hold. Good job. Last plank. Lifting up. Hold. Good job. Bringing those knees down. Okay. Quick stretch out. Feel free, if you want to, while we're stretching. You can take your mic off or put your mic on. And you can ask questions if you like. Or we can just stretch. So you're just going to drop your hips back, reaching as far forward as you can. Hands out on that mat. And your hips should be on the back of your legs. Head tucked down. Good job. And we're going to roll it up and out. Dropping those hips down towards the ground. Arching up. Good job. And we're just going to place those toes on the ground. You're going to walk yourself up. Downward dog position, trying to get those feet flat against the ground. If you need to, you can walk those hands in. Just keeping your head down, stretching out the back of the legs. Good job. Coming down to those knees. I'm just going to flip it over one last time. And you're going to bring those knees up into that chest, hugging them nice and close. Make sure that back is flat against the mat. Curling up in a little ball because it's Tuesday. Good job. And release. Bring those arms up above your head. Giving yourself full body stretch all the way down from your fingertips to your toes. Reach, reach, reach. Good job. All right. Thank you, friends. Give yourself a big round of applause. That was a lot of fun. So this is our last class. I have been told that all the previous classes and today will be up on the website. There's a little bit of miscommunication. I said put them on the website and someone said store them. So they will be up and available. If you don't want to look for the website, all you can do is email me as well. I do have them all recorded, all of them saved. I can send you links if you want to personally download them onto your own devices, so you have them. This is our last class. I will miss you all. We will be sending out a survey. Our fitness classes are running 12:40 to 1:10, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You guys are more than welcome and more than ready to jump into those. 12:40 to 1:10, there's different ones. You can look on our IG account or the website for the description. They're run through Zoom. I record them. The rest of my coworkers will start recording them too, hopefully. And they get uploaded back to the website after the class. And they also go up onto IGTV at the Seneca Sting, I believe. Our main IG page or our main website, our Instagram account, there we go. And if not, back starting in November 3rd, which happens to be election day too. Train with the Trainer is going to start. I will be running the first class. It is a 45-minute workout with one of our trainers. They are going to put you through your paces. Each week there'll be a different trainer, and then the last week, all 4 of us are going to combine for 1 hour of total insanity before you guys head off for the Christmas holidays or winter break holidays or exams or whatever you guys are doing in December. So once again, thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. And if you want to ask any questions or anything, feel free to unmute yourself. I will hang out for a few minutes. Thanks everyone for joining. It's been a pleasure, and be well.